Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and put everything together. I'm going to start by cooking the spätzle. Okay, then we'll pan fry the Kassa schnitzel. Then we'll just finish the cooked spätzle in a little bit of butter with herbs, and we're going to put it all together on the plate. So, so here's our spätzle batter that's been resting for a good while. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, okay, is put a bit of the batter in this colander. Now, there are many, many, many ways to shape the spätzle. Traditionally, we will put this batter on a board, take a flat knife and just scrape bits of spätzle in the boiling water. They have also spätzle machines, but I'm going to use this colander and merely force the batter through the holes, the larger holes on the side of the batter, such as I'm doing now. And it's going to form like little droplets, and these droplets will in effect become like pasta, but because it's made with a batter, it has sort of has like a light dumpling like character to it. They almost look like when they're cooked like little tadpoles. And like all dumplings, you know, when they're cooked is when after you've put them in this case, the boiling salt and water, they rise to the top. Okay, so once that's done, okay, we'll proceed. I'm going to fish these out. Okay, like so. I'll show you up close what a bunch of them look like. Yeah, kind of like, yeah, I don't know, like, to me they look like little tadpoles. Okay, so let me do another batch. And once we do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to shock them. And again, the great thing about these is that this stage that I'm doing now, you could do them well ahead of time and start the cooking by shocking them in cold water or dunking them in ice water. Draining them, refrigerating them, and just before you're ready to serve them, you just, you know, finish them in a pan with a little bit of butter, herbs, and they're ready to go. Okay, and they do have these special machines, and it's kind of like a metal flat plate with holes in it, and it has a little container that you run back and forth on this flat uh, plate, and it just very easily causes the batter to drop into the water, such as I'm doing now. But this is not too bad of a method. Sometimes you have to work a little quickly because the water is really, really, really hot. Okay, it could cook the spätzle in the pot that you are, or the, in this case, the colander that you are trying to push them through. This seems to be working out pretty well. All right, so let me get the last bit of batter in there. All right, and they're all ready to the top. nice and fluffy. That's from the eggs, causing them to puff up a bit. Okay, we'll drain the rest of this. And I'm just going to run some water over this and we'll be right back. Okay, so we'll clean up, and now we're ready to cook the kasha schnitzel. So what we have here is my saute pan, my skillet. Okay, just want to make sure it's in full view, the saute pan that is. I'm going to put this on kind of between medium and medium-high heat. Again, this is a pan fry technique, not saute. Of course, I want in this case, this is vegetable oil. I want it to be hot enough. Okay, so in this way, I know that, of course, the breading is going to start to cook. It won't slide off. It'll be hot enough so the oil won't start to seep into the breading, causing it to be greasy and soggy. But by the same token, okay, I don't want it too hot because I don't want the breading to burn. And you notice, yes, it seems like I put quite a bit in there, but they don't call this technique pan frying for anything. When you pan fry something, you want to add enough fat or oil just so it will reach to the middle of the item once the item is placed into the hot fat. Now, so what I'm going to do, okay, we'll take our kasha schnitzel over here. I'm going to sprinkle some loose breadcrumbs in there. And what I'm looking for, when the breadcrumbs hit the oil, I want the breadcrumbs to start to brown right away. That signifies to me that the oil will be hot enough. Have a little extra here. Okay, almost. And again, I use vegetable oil. It has a high smoking point, very durable. I could probably do a few batches of these cutlets in this oil without the oil beginning to start to break down. Now I'm just going to put a little part of this in the oil because I want to see if there's a reaction that it's sizzling. Okay, very nicely. Okay, it's kind of like when you put a toe in a pool when you want to go swimming and see if the water is not too cold. Okay, I'm gonna just lay it in, make sure I lay the cutlet away from me so there's no chance it'll burn my fingers. Okay. So this is a pretty good temperature. Okay, it's not smoking, it's not splattering, but it's sizzling very in a very regular way. And again, I only have one cutlet here, but you got to remember when you pan fry things, you don't want to overload the oil. Too much items in the pan. Even when you saute, but when you pan fry, and for that matter, when you deep fry, will cause the oil to lose temperature, and all the problems associated with not having your oil hot enough, like the breading falling off, like your item getting soggy and greasy, will come about. So You want to maintain a nice even medium heat throughout this process. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a little sneak peek because the edges are beginning to turn brown. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to wait like another minute and then very, very, very carefully turn it over. And again, what I could do, I could cook them till both sides are brown, maybe the inside still not already or cooked through all the way. And I plan to finish it in the oven. Okay, let's give it a little turn. A little bit more, a little bit more, little bit more. I'm going to manipulate this in such a way because I know the stove and I know that typically this end of the burner is always a little more hot than this part. Let's give it a peek. Oh yes. Let's turn the side over. There we go. And what I'm trying to get, the effect that I'm trying to get, okay, when you have it at good heat, not only that it has a nice even color, okay, but also uh, the breading's going to buckle a little bit. It's going to kind of get a little crinkly. Let's take a look at this. Some people like to use a combination of clarified butter and oil. Okay, lowers the smoking point a little bit, but you get a really, really nice finish with using some of the clarified butter. And it does help that I had chilled the inside. This way the cheese is less readily going to melt prematurely. Almost there. I want to get the other side a little more evenly browned so I could show you. Let's see. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Not quite. I really want to get that buckling effect, so this way I could show you. And before I forget, I do want to make sure that I blot my cutlet, excess oil. Okay, that I think is pretty good. Let's shut this off. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, I don't know if you could see it, but I'm going to do the best I can to show you. Okay. Okay, you may see a little bit of like buckling over here. Okay, but this is like, a nice brown, even golden brown color. I'm going to finish this in the oven while we finish the Spätzle in the pan. Put this to the side. Going to heat up my sauce. Okay, I'm going to get my Spätzle skillet on. and we're going to be good to go. Okay, let's see. Alrighty, let's get our butter. And let's give the sauce a little bit of a stir. Just bring the sauce to a gentle simmer. Okay, I'm going to wait for the butter to get a little brown slightly. Right around the edges. Okay, make sure my Spätzle is nice and drained. Shake it up a little bit. Give it a little toss. Some people at this stage like to brown the Spätzle a little bit. I kind of like it the way it is. Okay, let's season it up a touch. Okay, well, let's get our chopped herbs. After all, it is an herb Spätzle. Okay. Alright, that's good to go. Let's forge ahead with the sauce. There we go. Alright, I think it's time to dish everything up. Okay, so what we have here get a nice mound of this green speckled Spätzle. Nice and buttery. And what I did, I know I did not mention it, but I made a little cabbage salad, and essentially red cabbage, carrots, a bit of onion, honey, red wine vinegar, bacon, and use the bacon fat to make the warm dressing. So we'll give it a little color contrast on the plate. Okay. And now what we'll do, we'll go ahead, get our kasha schnitzel. Ah, yes. There it is. And what I'm going to do, though, before I put the schnitzel on the plate, I don't want to sacrifice a nice crispiness of the breading. So I'm going to put the sauce underneath. Okay. And then we will proceed to put our schnitzel kind of leaning against, and I can feel the cheese just beginning to melt. And okay, let me go ahead and just show you guys. Okay, so here it is, folks. Here it is. So this is our kasha schnitzel, a pork cutlet that's been breaded and pan fried, stuffed with Emmentaler cheese and chopped bacon. Okay, we have our herb spätzle, and also we have our cabbage, sweet and sour cabbage salad. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around. Take care. So long for now.